sign on the door that says all is welcome. There's a corner booth that we used to sit alone. Now it's just me wishing you would come, walking in that front door and sit down next to me. But that door closed on us, where my heart was. Now there's rust. If I could turn back time, back to when you were mine, I would change everything, everything I could to make you mine again. And there's a bed at home that I sleep alone. Sometimes in the dead of night I feel you moving, but I know you're not there, even though I wish you were. I wake up and it's still me, alone in this room. That door closed on us, where my heart was. Now there's rust. If I could turn back time, back to when you were mine, I would change everything, everything I could to make you mine again. But that door closed on us, where my heart was. Now there's rust. If I could turn back time, back to when you were mine, I would change everything, everything I could to make you mine again. I would change everything, everything I could to make you mine again.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flagging, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime habit. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a past blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. Put my lips on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot jukebox when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak. And I'm smiling 'cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The work weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst or two and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you.
Her name is Shayna G with the Friday Anthem song for the Tim Kelly Show on New Music Friday. Welcome to it, ladies and gentlemen. I am broadcasting from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and I've got a great live show for you tonight. 3 hours of the best in new country music. We started it off with a good friend of mine, Chad Lodge, tonight, and he's got a great brand new song that we kicked off called To Make You Mine Again. Chad Lodge. Go check him out on social media as well. He is fantastic. And I've got a couple of great radio interviews in the program tonight. Ed Earl in hour number 1, and then James Applegate, one of the songwriters from the KICR Songwriter Showcase, will be with me in hour number 2. We'll talk about his demo songs that are available for recording. So if you like one you hear and you're an artist that I play on the radio, or maybe one I don't play, and you would like to cut one of his songs, he would love that, absolutely. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, 957 hotandfunkyradio.com, KDubRadio.com, BooneCountryRadio.com in Canada. We're also on Texas, back down in Texas at TexasBrewRadio.com, NBRNonline.com out of Nashville, Tennessee, 89.9 KIC.com, Kick Country from Montreal, Canada, and the Music Room in the UK. You can stream the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming services like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you stream your music. Just Google search the Tim Kelly Show. And also while you're on Google, Google what is the #1 indie country radio station in the world and see what the answer is. It's pretty cool. Ashlyn Green is up next. She's got a pretty cool song, Was It Worth It? Now, Ashlyn Green has an E on the end of it. Was It Worth It? Live right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
passing notes we don't pass anymore. Got her picture on the dresser in the beachy frame. You know, the one we got down in Tampa Bay. Your green dress is hanging in the closet hallway, hoping you'll come back to get it someday. We rode rides, screaming in carowinds, and never thought those good old days would come to an end. 'Cause it all changed when I introduced you to a boy who said all the right things. Never knew I'd be the one you'll replace. You went quiet, I don't know why. I sit around, think about it all the time. Lost my sister to a late thing. Never thought I would start anything. Wish I could redo, undo, forget about them and you. 'Cause I just don't get it. Guess you had your reasons, or will you admit you didn't have to cut me out like this? Or was it worth it? Heard you two burned out fast, it didn't last too long. Wish I could be there to help you be strong. Wonder if my number's still pinned on your phone. Wonder if you know you don't have to be alone. Lit my phone up, I'd be right there. No, I told you so, just showing like you still care. Went quiet, I don't know why. I sit around, think about it all the time. Lost my sister to a late thing. Never thought I would start anything. Wish I could redo, undo, forget about them and you. I just don't get it. Guess you had your reasons, or will you admit you didn't have to cut me out like this? So was it worth it? I don't know why. I sit around, think about it all the time. Lost my sister to a May thing. Never thought it would be anything. Wish I could redo, undo, forget about them and you. I just don't get it. Guess you had your reasons, or will you admit you didn't have to cut me out like this? So was it worth it?
Yeah, it's the Tim Kelly Show from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio. Your summertime station for new country's best. Turn it up and ride with us all summer long on KICR Indie Country
For
Radio.
today's newest indie country music with Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Remember my favorite bike was a little tyke, and she could fly. And that ragged old hat of mine, when I was 9, was the Indians from 95. Those things never left my side. Oh, but today I couldn't find them if I tried. This old shirt is getting worn, the knees of these jeans are torn. This old bag don't work the way it should. But of all these things that I wear in time, I search forever just to find something that always feels brand new. Though everything fades away, one day you'll see you and I will never get old to me. At 12 I had my first kiss, that middle school bliss on the beach down in South Carolina. And in high school, where I met you in 17, I swore to make you mine. Well, I'll never forget that first slow dance, 'cause I still feel it every time I hold your hand. these jeans are torn. This old back don't work the way it should. But of all these things that I wear in time, I search forever just to find something that always feels brand new. Though everything fades away, one day you'll see. You and I will never get old to me. Oh, to me. 85 with your white hair, you're sitting there, front porch in your rocking chair, sipping sweet tea, smiling at me, looking back on the times we shared. You said something about getting old, and I swore I had, but in case I haven't told you, this old shirt is getting warm. This old shirt is getting warm. The knees of these jeans are torn. This old back don't work the way it should. But of all these things that I wear in time, I search forever just to find something that always feels brand new.
His name is Dustin Kines. It is Kines. I love that song, It Will Never Get Old to Me. That's actually about 5 years old, but I haven't played it in a while, and he's hooked up with me for some new music, and my good friend Jeannie Eaton is working out the details to get him on this program. I've never interviewed him as well, and would love to talk to him on the Tim Kelly Show. I'm going to be talking to Ed Earl tonight in hour number 1. That's coming up in just a few minutes. I'll play a few more songs, and then that interview will take place, and then in hour number 2, James Applegate, one of the great songwriters in the KICR Songwriter Showcase, will be my special guest in hour 2. Lee Polari is a good friend of mine. She's got a great song out called Girls Night Out From Now On. It was written by Don Akers. He is also a great songwriter in the KICR Songwriter Showcase, and she cut his song, and that's how it circles back around to my program. We're going to put it out to 14 radio stations right now. Lee Polari on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
It's only by chance you find me here in this bar, but every night now he takes off somewhere in his car. I get home from work and he's already up and gone. So it's girls' night out from now on. I'm tired of sitting home alone. Is having some time with the boys was fine with me, but I've reached my limit of old movies on TV. I've got into wondering why he turns on his phone. So it's girls' night out from now on. I'm tired of sitting home alone. You can play at the game, but I don't want to play at all. I've been going stir crazy, sitting staring at the walls. When I get home from work at 6, he's already up and gone. So it's girls' night out from now on. No more sitting home alone. Is having some time with the boys was fine with me, but I've reached my limit of old movies on TV. I've got into wondering why he turns on his phone. So it's girls' night out from now on. I'm tired of sitting home alone. some time with the boys was fine with me. But I've reached my limit of old movies on TV. I've got it to wondering why he turns off his phone. So it's girls' night out from now on. I'm tired of sitting home alone. Gonna be girls' night every night. No more nights alone. Gonna be girls' night every night. No more nights alone. He won't find me home.
This hour of The Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Aaron Boltinghouse Music. Check out Aaron Boltinghouse Music on the sponsors page at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and at Aaron Boltinghouse on YouTube.
Dad's old truck don't move much anymore. In fact, it's been years since that pedal has hit the floor. The dash is all cracked up, and the floorboards are rusted clean through. It's not much to see, but it's all I got left of you. He's gone, but the memories are still in that truck. Like back on 59 when we got it stuck. Every day and every mile tells a story I know of lessons he taught me on those back roads. I'm never alone when I'm taking the long way home. His hands on the wheel, he was a man of steel in my mind. I can still hear his voice saying, son, just take your time. Though the paint's all faded and the engine stalls, the lights don't work and the tires are bald. Couldn't throw it or give it away. My mind keeps going back to those days. He's gone, but I can still hear the music playing. It doesn't come through clear and it's stuck on that AM station. Every day and every mile tells a story I know of lessons he taught me on those back roads. I'm never alone when I'm taking the long way home. When I'm taking the long way home. Thanks, Dad.
His name is Aaron Boltinghouse. He is from Corpus Christi, Texas. That is called Long Way Home. Aaron is a great guy, and we have done an interview in the past. You can check out Aaron Boltinghouse interview in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. And Aaron Boltinghouse is a sponsor of the Tim Kelly Show and KICR Indie Country Radio. You can check him out on the sponsors tab of my website, and right there scrolling across the homepage as well. Just click on his logo. It'll take you right to his website and everything he's got going on in the world of country music. And he just recently turned me on to another guy from Corpus Christi, a young, talented man by the name of Philip Dean. And we've done that interview pre-recorded. It is coming up here real shortly. So check out my full live interview schedule at the bottom of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. R.E. Mattei, Mattei, is how you find this next artist on social media. And you can find her hanging out with me right now over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. We're going to play her single again called Hot Mess on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I'm a 9-to-5 working girl, wear my Maybelline lips in pink rose, sporting beige heels, making hot dollar deals. Got a secret that they don't know. I'm just a hot mess, and he likes me like that. My hair pulled back in yoga pants. That's when I'm at my best. Take my heels off, put my boots on, grab a cup of joe, for wheeling we go. The Wrangler's kicking up storm. Just a hot, 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 hot mess. Just a hot mess. Hot, hot, hot mess. The dawn is breaking, 6 a.m. Got a date with my man, it's a tailgate weekend. BBQ on my lips, he leans in for a kiss and whispers, I wish the weekend wouldn't end. Just a hot mess, and he likes me like that. My hair pulled back in yoga pants. When I'm at my best, take my heels off, put my boots on, grab a cup of joe, but wheeling we go. The Wrangler's kicking up storm, just a hot mess. Some say I'm leading a double life. I'm just a weekend warrior that cleans up real nice. Just a hot mess, and he likes me like that. My hair pulled back in yoga pants. When I'm at my best, take my heels off, put my boots on, grab a cup of joe, but wheeling we go. The Wrangler's kicking up storm, just a hot mess, hot, hot, hot mess. Just a hot mess, hot, hot mess. I'm just a hot mess.
It's a brand new week. You know what that means? Fresh tracks rolling in, chasing big small town dreams. The Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday. Turn it up loud, let the new stars play. Indie country gold coming your way. The Tim Kelly Show, New Music
Listening to
Friday.
KICR Indie Country Radio, the #1 indie country radio station in the world, according to Google.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and I've got some great radio interviews in the program tonight. Ed Earl is with us on the program. How are you, my friend?
Doing great, Tim. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, man. Been looking forward to interviewing you. Been playing your music for a little bit. It's great. Now I get to hear the story behind 3 of your songs tonight.
Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm glad you've been tuning in. You've definitely been one of my biggest supporters on radio since the get-go.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You know, I love doing this program, and we're starting in year number 15. I just completed 14 years last May, a couple of months ago, so.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been fun watching the careers of so many independent artists like yourself just blossom and flourish. And you actually, though, when you got out of high school, I guess, enlisted in the Navy. Is that correct?
That is 100% true. I joined the delayed entry program when I was 17 and a half.
Okay. Born in Texas, it said. What part of Texas?
So I was born in Smithville. I got a lot of family in Austin and Georgetown, San Antonio area. Okay. And then I kind of grew half of my childhood in Santa Fe, New Mexico. So I'm kind of a new Texican.
New Texican. Hey, I like that. I play Randall King before he got his record deal. He's from San Antonio, Texas. Now he's based out of Nashville, but we got to meet him in Springfield, Missouri and everything. So I'll tell you what, Texas country music, man, it's its own animal, isn't it? Pretty good deal.
It really is. It gets under your skin, and you kind of come up with it just being around it your whole life, and it stays with you.
Yep. I've had some artists, I know just one of them off the top of my head, David Adam Burns. You know, he was in Nashville for a while. He went back to Texas. He's having a bigger career in Texas than he had in Nashville, and that happens too.
That happens a lot. I mean, Texas is such a huge state. You can go tour Texas your whole life and never have to leave and make a good living doing it.
Right. Absolutely.
As long as you get music, you're good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I saw a quote in your bio that says it's not every day that you meet a rising country music artist who can also ensemble a torpedo tube at the same time. So.
I've been serving. I'm in the reserves now. I went straight to active duty out of high school, but I was a torpedoman's mate on submarines. And later on, I got commissioned as an officer in the reserves, and still kind of doing similar work, just safety and more managerial stuff now. But man, I love serving my country, and we would have never had the opportunities I had anywhere else in the world, like especially just to pursue all of your dreams. It doesn't happen anywhere else but America.
Absolutely, and thank you for your service. You know, we love our veterans here in Branson and those who have fought for this country back in the day to keep us free, but our active military are still doing it, and we see that even more and more now in the things that are going on in the world. And so you guys are keeping us free and allowing us to do radio programs like this, and you to be able to freely go out and perform shows in front of folks here in this country, and so we appreciate what you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you for supporting us, sir.
You bet. And thank you for keeping traditional country music alive, too. I saw that you like to have the pedal steel guitar in your stuff, a whining fiddle, that twang of the 80s and 90s country in yours. I love that.
100%. I mean, everyone has their niche, and, you know, pop country is very huge, and kind of my grandpa calls it hick hop, which I kind of took that from him. But, yeah, and that stuff's very popular, and it's cool because even that stuff, you know, gets people listening to the older artists. Like, you have Brooks and Dunn open up for Morgan Wallen. Now everyone's getting to hear the younger kids hear Brooks and Dunn, which is, I have no qualms with it at all. Brooks and Dunn's one of my all-time favorites. So, yeah, I think it's you know, pedal steel and fiddle really accentuate the story, and it makes it real country, and that's the sound I grew up with, and I try to implement that in my music. Absolutely.
And you got that Texas red dirt country down there, you know, I love the outlaw country. Now you see a lot of that combining into a song, and you can hear some of those different influences from a little bit of everywhere. And so that's awesome. Now, did you always grow up listening to country music, or did you listen to other genres and maybe have some influences too that you pull from in other genres?
That's a great question. I grew up with country music, 100%. My dad was very, very into country music, all the way back into like Marty Robbins, you know, Hank Williams Sr., George Jones, like all the greats, right? But I did get a lot of influence from my mom as well, because she grew up with all the classic rock. So she would listen to the Eagles, a whole bunch of them. Like Eagles jumped to mind immediately, Journey, Whitesnake, So I got a pretty good game of songs and depth in terms of my musical taste.
Me and your mom get along. I tell you what, that's the stuff that I started DJing when I was in broadcasting school back in 1980s. I was in San Diego, California for 4 years, and I used to drive down there. Right over my head would fly the jets from Fightertown, USA, Miramar, California, that were in the movie Top Gun back in 1986. So I played Whitesnake and Journey and REO Speedwagon, Chicago, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, all those great groups, Madonna. It's just crazy. What a decade, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, and great songs are great songs, regardless of genre they're in. But, I really have a deep appreciation, especially for the guitar riffs, because, a guitar riff can make a song. You start hearing Chattahoochee play, that it's Alan Jackson.
Right.
Same thing with a lot of the Brooks and Dunn stuff. Brent Mason, I think, is a big part of that. Incredible guitar player. But yeah, it just kind of goes into your music. Like you want make something memorable.
Yep.
So when a song starts playing, you know what it is immediately.
Absolutely. Well, and speaking of that, I worked for a guy here in Branson, Missouri, and he did a Marty Robbins tribute. So I set up the stage and got his everything ready and checked the sound and ran the sound during his show. And that Marty Robbins tribute was songs like El Paso. What a great storytelling song. And that's the reason you probably do country music too, is because for a songwriter, it tells some of the best stories, doesn't it?
Marty was one of the greatest, and he could take other people's songs and redo them so well. Let me see. I'm trying to think of my other favorite Marty Robbins. El Paso is obviously one of the top ones for me. Big Iron, of course.
Yep.
And he did a cover. Don't Let Me Touch You, I think, is one I really liked as well.
Yep.
But I love Marty Robbins. He has such a cool voice and such a personality, and a NASCAR driver on top of that. Just what a cool character.
Leroy New was the guy that I was working for doing the Marty Robbins tribute. He would do white sport coat, and he would actually wear a white sport coat, looked more like a tuxedo or something with the carnation in there and everything, And so you get all of that, visually you could really see that song because of what they're wearing on stage, and that was pretty neat too.
Yeah, if you look back at any of Marty Robbins' old performances, he was such an entertainer. Yeah. And that's something I try to draw from. You got to have fun with the crowd, and he was like the master at doing that.
Right. Then we had a guy by the name of Hank Williams Sr. Tim Hadler here in Branson did him for a while, a tribute show to him. He dressed just like him, looked just like him, sounded just like him, did those dance moves just like him. In 29 years of life, what a legacy that Hank Williams Sr. left in writing songs, huh?
Yeah, and just for it all to be, it's gone so quickly in the back of a Cadillac somewhere is insane. So it's amazing that someone can make such a big impact on a genre like Hank Williams did.
Yep. At what age did you start singing and maybe getting into writing songs? I bet that was pretty young time too, huh? You were pretty young.
Yeah, I was fairly young. I mean, I always sang to the radio. And it didn't really click with me that that's something you could do for a living for a while. So I just always sang to the radio, always loved singing, whether my dad's truck when I was a kid or my mom's car going on road trips and stuff. We're always singing. Mm-hmm. And and my dad plays guitar, so it's kind of hereditary, I think. But yeah, I really started getting serious about it when I was like 14. I got a guitar and just listening to, like I said, multiple genres I was influenced by. I love the blues, love Stevie Ray, love Eric Clapton. Just depends on my mood, right?
Right.
And one of the first songs I started learning how to play was Layla. And then a little band out of Texas that kind of came up about 30 minutes where I grew up. I grew up in Ballinger, Texas. From San Angelo, Los Lonely Boys came out with their first album. It was like 2004. Mm-hmm. And man, Henry Garza is a player. I mean, he sounded like Santana and Stevie Ray Vaughan combined. Wow. And that really lit the guitar-wise, and their melodies and their songwriting are incredible. So if you guys, I know it's not very, and I always praise Los Lonely Boys because that's really what got me started wanting to play guitar and sing, because that's what Henry Garza was doing. And then, you kind of go with what you're feeling, angsty teenager. So I was playing like, in some rock bands and stuff, kind of like Gary Stewart did when he was a kid. He was playing all these rock bands. Same thing with Waylon, playing in rock bands. Yeah, and you kind of start out there, and I started singing specifically because I just wanted to play guitar initially, Tim. I just wanted to play guitar, and that's it. But all the guys in high school were too shy to sing.
Wow.
All of them. And I was like, I've been singing on the radio my whole life. I'll sing. And I ended up having to put down the guitar for that band, but it was great because eventually it taught me how to sing and play.
See, that's great. I've interviewed a couple of artists that have told me the same thing. Well, we didn't have a lead singer, so they're like, you're going to be it. You know, you sound good. You can sing. So.
That's exactly what happened. And then I was able to sing and play at the same time. And then I started writing my own songs. So like I said, that 14 to 16 age was kind of when I really started writing songs. I still remember some of the first songs I wrote.
Mm-hmm. There you go. I love it. Now, you mentioned Stevie Ray Vaughan. He is actually buried in Fort Worth, Texas. My wife's from there, and her dad is buried in the same cemetery at Laurel Land Cemetery. And we got to see the gravesite of Stevie Ray Vaughan. Another big loss in the world of country in music. Yep.
Yeah, as a whole, I mean, he carried on such a legacy from Hendrix and just, B.B. King and Albert King and the blues guys that he came up listening to.
Yep.
And, of course, the blues and country are just intertwined. They always have been. And I think country draws a lot from the blues, especially that Mississippi Delta blues that originally came up with Robert Johnson.
Right.
So it's all intertwined. So seeing the blending of all the genres these days really doesn't surprise me. And it's all good for country music because someone will go back once they start getting into country and hear all the bands I grew up with.
You betcha. We were watching that movie Elvis that Austin Butler did such a great job of portraying Elvis. And, the history that it had, I didn't realize that a lot of that history about Elvis until I watched the movie, and he was influenced by B.B. King and a lot of these other gospel groups, but he was known as the king of rock and roll, but he did pretty well in the world of country music, too. It's pretty interesting to see all that.
Yeah, he sure did, and like I said, it all intersects, which I love about that because you can play a couple degrees of separation from any big star it seems. And of course, Elvis met B.B. King in Memphis, and then later on, I'm gonna draw it back to country music here. You know who wrote "Kentucky Rain" for Elvis? Eddie Rabbitt.
Eddie Rabbitt. There you go. Love it. I talk about that all the time, that the songwriters don't get enough credit. And so I started this thing called the KICR Songwriter Showcase for demo songs. And then I have a program that plays 24/7 on Zeno FM called the Demo Listen Derby. So there's a lot of artists or songwriters out there and artists that are looking for cuts. And, they get writer's block too. And so maybe they're like, okay, one of those demos, I could see myself or hear myself recording that. And they reach out to them and end up getting one of their songs cut. So it's a win-win. I love it.
That's really cool. I'll have to go listen to it. But I've actually just started getting pitched some really good songs. So I might end up, I like to write my own songs. And pretty much everything you hear out there, I was the sole writer or co-writer on it. So whatever I record next, that will be like one of the first ones I've ever done that was pitched to me. So it's kind of exciting taking something and making it your own.
Awesome. Hey, I was going to ask you, too, when you got that guitar at age 14, did you take off learning how to play or teach yourself, or did Dad teach you some chords and you took it from there, or what?
Dad didn't really play much with me. It was my family dynamic was really rough growing up, right? So, I didn't really see my dad much until I was around that little bit older, a little bit younger than 14. But no, honestly, I kind of just picked it up myself. And later on, he showed me some songs when we were able to get together. But he showed me a lot of Merle and George Jones and stuff like that. But initially, it was just me just banging on a guitar and playing something over and over again until I got it right. And, driving my brothers and sisters up the wall.
Right. Well, and especially if you play the drums, too. I've heard people that do that. They started out with a drum kit. So, yep. And the reason I ask you is because when I worked for Leroy New, he won Guitar Player of the Year. He could play dueling banjos with just the guitar. I mean, it was crazy how good he was. And he grew up, his grandparents raised him in eastern Kentucky, and he grew up without any electricity back in those days, and he learned to play by just listening to the old AM radio. And so a lot of artists that I have talked to have told me I still, to this day, cannot read music. I play by ear. I don't know if that's true of you or not. That's why I wanted to ask.
That's true. I mean, I know chords. I know chords, pretty much all the chords. I've pretty much got them figured out. Well, I can't say all of them. There's probably some weird ones I don't know. But for me, it's mostly feel and sound. And like I said, I learned all the chords, and I'm proficient at playing leads and stuff. I know a few scales, and yeah, for me, it's watching people's hands. Like I kind of watched people's hands, how their hands moved, and where they're, what fret they were hitting, and kind of figure things out that way. And of course, when I was starting to learn, tabs had come out. So tabs just tell you where you have to put your fingers, and you got to fill in the blanks, right? In terms of expression and feel. So I don't know how to read music. I mean, but I'm just like I always tell people, like I'm the world's most mediocre guitarist because for as long as I've been playing, I feel like I should be much better than I am. Yeah. But I can play lead, I can play rhythm. But sometimes when you're in a band, it's better just let someone else have that moment and have those solos and just make it more. It's just more fun for everybody. It's a team effort. Right, so I only place lead on just a few songs live.
Well, there you go, and I'm glad I asked that question now. That is so interesting that you brought that up. I love that. This is the real story behind the songs, folks. And, I've been to many, many shows, and they're full band shows, and, they're introducing all these folks. This is so-and-so on the steel guitar. This is so-and-so on the bass, the drums, this and that. Those are the guys behind you that are really making you sound pretty darn good, other than your singing, which is great as well, but, They need the credit too, don't they?
Oh, 100%. And, you can write a great song, but until it's put together with the full band, you really don't know its potential. Yeah. And sometimes you write a song and you man, that's a good song. I think this could be something. But then when you hear it recording in the studio, that's when you go like, oh my goodness, this is a jam. Like Honky Tonk Degree, I had another, like the day we were going to record this at Sony, and it was the day before we were going to record, and they set us up here. They said, hey, Ed, get one more co-write in with Alex Dooley, is a co-writer that I've written with a lot, and he's amazing. He's had some cuts for Easton Corbin and stuff. But we got together the day before recording. We had already picked 4 songs, and we wrote Honky Tonk Degree the day before we got in the studio. So I dropped another song to record that one. And when I heard them start songing on the fiddle in the studio, I was like, man, that's a killer song. It all came together so quickly. That was the fastest turnaround on a song I've ever had.
So here you go. I love that story too. And aren't they so good in Nashville? Those studio musicians, they know their stuff, and the songwriters rounds that you've probably done some of those, there's so much talent in that room and so many ideas getting bounced around, and at the end of it, something quality comes along, and you're sure excited when that thing's about to hit the radio, huh?
Oh, definitely. And sometimes just like chomping at the bit to get it out there, but it's a slow process, right? Because there's probably about 8 to 10 more songs I've written that I really want to record, and it's just a slow roll. You gotta have the money to do it. You have to have the money to promote it, and you have to think about that stuff in advance. So we're still kind of promoting the Honky Tonk Degree music video just because we just recently did it. I know you got your KICR TV now, which is awesome. I really appreciate you putting the music video for Honky Tonk Degree on there. But man, what a blast it is to film a music video. That was my first one.
Well, that's what I would talk about, too. I started ICTV. It's Indie Country Television, and so you can visually get to see what you guys look like and see you in action, and it really helps bring the story to life when you're watching that in the video. It's like a mini movie, and, Dolly Parton did 9 to 5, Kenny Rogers did the Gambler series. Some of those songs end up in movies, don't they?
Oh, definitely. And it would be really cool if one of my songs ended up becoming like a movie title.
Heck yeah, it would. That would be awesome. Well, Honky Tonk Degree is doing quite well for you. You told me that video's had thousands of views so far, and it's kind of just getting started. So that thing, I think, is going to blow up for you. Let's talk about the song, and then we'll play it for the folks.
Yeah, sounds great.
What's the story behind Honky Tonk Degree?
Well, I kind of gave you a little bit of the backstory. We're kind of, the day before we're going to record, me and my buddy Alex Dooley getting together one last time, see if we can write a jam. And I had written just like the chorus part of it. I got a Honky Tonk Degree in Barstool Chemistry. I was like, that's clever. I like that. We can do something with it. And I always come into a co-write with at least 3 ideas, like just overall ideas, like, hey, let's start here and see if we can make something out of it. So I showed Alex my ideas. He didn't take 2 seconds to look at it. He said, that, we're going to write that, whatever that is. I said, well, for that, it has to be a honky tonk, or we got to go like full send on the 90s sound and, kind of harken back to, Alan Jackson and Brooks and Dunn, and really go for it. Pedals, steel, but fiddle, and we just kind of came together. We started playing that riff, and it just came together so quick. And, just getting your education in the honky tonks, right?
Right. Where'd you shoot the video?
Oh, so the video we did in Nashville, and we actually did it in Alan Jackson's Good Time Bar. It's
There
the
you
first
go.
place that we got in. And then we ran across it. We guerrilla marketed this thing. We just kind of went out there with the cameras and rolled and just made it all happen. And yeah, so we started Alan Jackson's Bar, though, went across the street to Legends because we really liked the lights hanging from the ceiling. And we did a small piece of it in a studio, the parts where I'm playing the Telecaster and doing like the microphone stand thing, like kind of your money shots as they call them for promotion.
Right.
We're done in a little studio in Lebanon, so it's kind of like 3 locations there.
That's awesome. I last week on a Triple Play Thursday edition of this program played his niece. Her name is Carlisle Wright. If you haven't heard her music yet on this program or anywhere else, go check her out. Carlisle Wright. It's WRIT or GHT. Carlisle Wright, and she is fantastic as well. And she calls Alan Jackson the Hat. That's her nickname for her uncle.
It's so funny hearing like what kids call like their famous relatives. It's always something. Uncle Hat's good. I like that.
Yeah, she calls him Uncle Hat. Yep, love it. We're going to play Honky Tonk Degree. We've got Ed Earl with us tonight. We're going to come back and talk about Whiskey Truck and then Away From You when we continue on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Oh, here we go. All I liked about school was my rowdy friends. They kicked me out and Daddy kicked him back in. When I got out, I hit the road. I took that piece of paper in my 2.0. You're dropping out of college didn't sound much fun. I found my car on 1921. I got my honky tonk degree in Mars to chemistry, a 2-stepping PhD, professor of party, Friday night faculty, and the only way to graduate is raise hell and stay out late, just like you and me. I got my honky tonk degree. Take them to school, boys. ABCs of the old jukebox, 1, 2, 3s of the corner pockets. If you can get a girl to dance, you won't regret it. If you could take her home, well, that's extra credit. Ain't got no sports, but you can take some shots. It ain't accredited, but I learned a lot. I got my honky tonk degree in bars to chemistry, a 2-stepping PhD, professor of party, Friday night faculty, and the only way to graduate is raise hell and stay out late, just like you and me. I got my honky tonk degree. Hey, classes in session now. Got my honky tonk degree in Mars to chemistry, a 2-stepping PhD, professor of party, Friday night faculty, and the only way to graduate is raise hell and stay out late, just like you and me. I got my honky tonk degree. I got my honky tonk degree. Yeah. Woo. Educated.
His name is Ed Earl. That is called Honky Tonk Degree. You can check out the video to that on YouTube as well from Ed Earl, but you can also check it out on my TV channel. It's ICTV Indie Country Television, and that tab is at the top of the homepage of KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. Man, good job all the way around, both vocally and video-wise.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Such a fun song, and it's all about, getting out there. Hopefully, I've seen a lot of people dance this song, and apparently they've made a line dance now, too. So
Right on.
we'll see if that
Absolutely. Well, the next song, I do have a truck. It's a red Chevy Silverado. I bought it brand new in 2020, but this song's called Whiskey Truck. I do not have one of those, but that sounds like something we ought to check into.
Yeah. So the idea from this song was kind of, my wife and I disagree on how I came up with this song. One place I saw was there was a meme, right? It said, I wish there was, a whiskey truck, that came around like an ice cream truck. And it's some random meme, and I was like, that's a song. There's a song in there somewhere. And my wife also had like a similar idea, and I'd written like a good piece of it, kind of just the overarching theme, and I got to go with a guy named Pete Salas, and he helped me finish it. He's a great songwriter too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's just about daydreaming that you wish that there was a whiskey truck that drove around delivering whiskey whenever you needed it, right? So hey, no need to go out. You could stay on in, because the whiskey truck's gonna be rolling through any minute now, right? So it's just a goofy idea that we had, and just rolled with it. And when we got in the studio, fantastic guitarist that played on most of the new songs, James Mitchell. He plays for Alison Krauss, and he really that riff on this one is perfect. So I love how it came out, and we got a little Zach Top shout out in there too, because we were talking when we were doing the vocals, like the finals cut on the vocals, because initially I'd say Haggard, that plays Haggard when it pulls up, and then we talked about Dre, and I was like, you know what, maybe we say Zach Top, because he's doing a great job carrying the traditional torch. So it just worked, in terms of the song. It just felt right. So we kept the Zach Top in there.
I love it. I live at the end of a cul-de-sac here in Branson, and we hear the ice cream truck coming around with that theme all the time. So now we got a theme for a whiskey truck. I love your idea even better.
Yeah, I guess I need to go get one set up and get licensed to sell.
Yeah, right.
Or something. It sounds like a good idea in theory. I'm sure there's a bunch of laws against this.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, if you did get the license, the lines would be long, my friend, I guarantee you.
I think so.
Yep, absolutely. Away From You is the third song that's going to kick off the top of the next hour. Tell us about it.
So Away From That's a really personal one for me. I got 3 boys, and they mean the world to me. And everything I do is for them, because I want to leave a legacy for them and set them up the way I wish I had been set up when I was growing up. So they really want for naught. They're spoiled. I ain't gonna lie to you. But really, the song, once again, this is a co-write I did with Alex Dooley, and he had this one kind of put together. He had the chorus basically, and he didn't have anything around it. He just had that chorus idea, and I was like, I love that. And I said, well, how about we talk about kind of how, like, as you get older, you start becoming a little more wild, and you want to disobey your parents and not listen to your dad, and not go fishing with them anymore. You'd rather go hang out with your friends or sleep in than get up with dad and go fishing. Yeah. And that's kind of what we wrote about. And my oldest is he's 14. Okay. And he's about to go into high school. Just a fantastic athlete and a great kid. But it's actually October 4th is his birthday, so I got to sneak my oldest son's birthday in there. But yeah, it's kind of just about growing up, and then just reminding everyone out there to slow down and enjoy your family, enjoy your kids, enjoy your parents, enjoy your dad. And because just like the song says, like a largemouth on the line, time has a way of getting away from you.
Oh man, I love that. I love the largemouth bass fish too. You said October 4th's his birthday?
Yeah, my oldest. Yeah.
What's his name?
His name's Adrian.
Adrian, happy birthday! My birthday is October the 11th, the week after yours.
Nice. He'll probably never listen to this interview, so.
Well, I hope they do. And I was going to ask you, too, are any of those 3 boys showing some musical inclination because they love what you do so much that they might do something with it, you think?
My 2 younger boys definitely do. Their pitch is insane. Like my youngest son, Bo, he's 5 now, and he has great pitch. He can sing. And Dean, my middle, is just a wild animal. I could picture him being a drummer or a lead singer of a rock band, kind of like Mick Jagger, because he's just a live wire. But no, they have the ability. They all do. if they wanted to do it. You know, I'm not going to push them into it, but I did give my middle son a guitar already. I gave my older son a guitar already, and you know, it's up to them. If they want to start learning and something moves them and they want to learn a song, I'm going to show them exactly how to do it.
That is awesome. Well, Dad, if you want to do it, I hope you're like Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones and still doing it in your 80s if you want to as well.
Absolutely. I mean, if people want to hear the music, why would you ever stop playing it?
I know, right? It's you know, I've struggled with that too, doing this program for as long as I have, but I just keep going because of people like you that I meet along the way, and I get to showcase your stories and your music, and then it just keeps getting better and better, and watching you guys flourish and you know, doing great in your careers. I love seeing all of that too. So congratulations on what you've already done and have going on. And where can we find Ed Earl if we want to check out more on social media?
Well, for all of my social media websites, it's all at Ed Earl Country. So for Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, at Ed Earl Country. And on YouTube, it's just at Ed Earl.
Okay.
And you can also check out my website, www.edearlmusic.com. It has my upcoming tour dates. You can buy some merch on there and, you know, learn a little bit more about my background.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. You got a really great story, and we just scratched the surface tonight. This is our first radio interview, but I already had such a good time. If you want to come back in a few months, hit me up and we'll do another one. I love talking to you, man.
Absolutely, Tim. Sounds great. Hopefully we'll have another song for you by then.
Oh, man, I love hearing that even more. Thank you so much, Ed, for being on the program tonight, and congratulations on everything, and keep doing your thing, my friend. You're awesome.
Thanks, Tim. I appreciate you.
You are welcome. We got Whiskey Truck from Ed Earl and Away From You coming up next on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
I wish there was a whiskey truck playing country radio when it rolls up. And at the window, instead of ice cream, you get a Dixie cup of Jim Beam. No need to go out, you can stay on in. Get inebriated with all your friends. No DUIs or liquor store runs. Man, I wish there was a whiskey truck full of bourbon and 31 flavors of beer, singles and doubles of Everclear. Got a loan from a local bank. Next week I could be on Shark Tank. I wish there was a whiskey truck playing country radio when it rolls up. And at the window, instead of ice cream, you get a Dixie cup of Jim Beam. No need to go out, you could stay on in. Get inebriated with all your friends. No DUIs or liquor store runs. Man, I wish there was a whiskey truck. My girlfriend said it was a stupid idea, so I dropped her off at the nearest IKEA. If I bought a taco truck on wheels, bet I could paint it for some curb appeal. I wish there was a whiskey truck. That's right. I could call it bootleggers, man, that sounds good. Soon to your neighborhood. I wish there was a whiskey truck that plays Zack Top when it rolls up. And at the window, instead of ice cream, you get a Dixie cup of Jim Beam. No need to go out, you can stay on in. Get inebriated with all your friends. No DUI. Liquor store runs. Man, I wish there was a whiskey truck. I wish there was a whiskey truck.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Daddy said, let's go fishing, but I didn't want to go. I was half asleep, still wearing last night's clothes. I was 17 and green, I didn't want to listen anymore. 'Cause come October 4th, I'd be 18 and out that door. I said, Daddy, I'm getting too old for this. I'm tired of you treating me like a kid. And he said, be careful what you wish for, 'cause one day you'll graduate. Marry the girl of your dreams, next thing you know she's late. Then you're running and gunning for is coming like a freight train in the night. Then you close your eyes and you're 75, looking back there on your life like a largemouth on the line. Yeah, time has a way of getting away from you. Fast forward 20 years, I don't see Daddy much anymore. But I often think about us fishing on that shore. Now I got 3 kids of my own, and they're growing up so fast. But one of these days they won't want to get out there and make a cast. They'll think I'm old and that they're all grown up. But I'll use my daddy's words and tell them, don't get in a rush. Be careful what you wish for, 'cause one day you'll graduate. Marry the girl of your dreams, next thing you know she's late. Then you're running and gunning for it's coming like a freight train in the night. Then you close your eyes and you're 75, looking back there on your life like a largemouth on the line. Yeah, time has a way of getting away from you. A way of getting away from you. Daddy said, let's go fishing, but I didn't want to go. I was half asleep, still wearing last night's clothes.
His name is Ed Earl. What a great artist, a great guy, and a great interview tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. And that interview, after this live show is over, will end up in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. You can go back and listen to it over and over again. And if you're just now getting tuned in, you haven't missed anything, you can always go hit the replay of the full show and the interviews. And they are all posted on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Thank you, Ed, for being on the program. And like I said, if you want to come back in a few months, and anytime really, just hit me up and we'll make it happen. Thank you for being on tonight. It was fun. Welcome to the second hour of the Tim Kelly Show, broadcasting from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We've got another 60 minutes of the best in new country coming up in this hour. And at the bottom half, I've got another great radio interview with one of the songwriters from the KICR Songwriter Showcase, James Applegate. And he's got some great demo songs available for you to record if you would like to cut one of them. He'd sure love to hear from you. This next artist is my good friend Mike Stamps. He goes by Big Country and Country with a K. Go give him a like and a follow. This song kicking off hour number 2 is called Hold My Beer on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
So hold my beer, let me watch you win my way. Luck is an illusion, winners try to make. If you don't think you're the best, then the truth is you're not. Instead of talking about it, show me what you got. If you don't believe in you, what's the rest of us supposed to do? So hold my beer, show you how to do it once or twice, but I only count the wins. You're happy being mediocre, middle of the pack. I set my bar higher and I'm not looking back. I've been doing this long enough to know that I'm good. When the haters see me coming, man, it's understood. I make it look easy being number one. It's a lot of work, but man, I'm still having fun. You think what I'm saying to you is cocky, arrogant, and rude? So hold my beer, I'll show you how to do it again. I've lost once or twice, but I only count the wins. You're happy being mediocre, middle of the pack. I set my bar higher and I'm not looking back. So hold my beer. I'll show you how to do it again. I've lost once or twice, but I only count the wins. You're happy being mediocre, middle of the pack. I set my bar higher and I'm not looking back. So hold my beer, I'll show you how to do it again. I've lost once or twice, but I only count the wins. You're happy being mediocre, middle of the pack. I set my bar higher and I'm not looking back.
This hour of the Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Trisha Marie Music. Check out Trisha Marie Music on the sponsors tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and on TikTok at Trisha Marie 00.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here.
Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Mama said love would find its way when the time was right someday. I rolled my eyes and shook my head after all the tears I'd shed. And you showed up out of nowhere, wind-blown hair and a country prayer. One kiss under that dashboard glow, and suddenly I knew. Backseat hallelujah, hands on me like truth does. Windows fogged up in your truck, with the radio turned up. Heaven in a Chevrolet, heartbeat singing, stay, stay, stay. I found God in the way you love me. Backseat hallelujah. Oh, backseat hallelujah. Church bells ring on Sunday mornings, but I hear angels when you're calling. Every scar and every bruise led me straight to you. Oh, backseat hallelujah, hands on me like truth does. Windows fogged up in your truck, with the radio turned up. Heaven in a Chevrolet, heartbeat singing, stay, stay, stay. I found God in the way you love me. Backseat hallelujah. Who knew salvation wore blue jeans? smelled like gasoline. Backseat hallelujah. You turned my maybe into us, and every prayer I ever prayed was answered in your touch. Heaven in a Chevrolet, heartbeat singing, stay, stay, stay. I found God in the way you love me. Backseat hallelujah. Backseat hallelujah.
Her name is Trisha Marie. I'm thinking that might be my new favorite song of hers. I've played it several times on the program. Absolutely love it. What vocals on that song. Trisha Marie is from Michigan, and she is also the director of new artist promotions for KICR Indie Country Radio. You can check her out on the Meet the Staff tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com, and she's also on the sponsors tab of the same website. She is a sponsor of this program, and I appreciate that support as well. And we've done a couple of great radio interviews in the past, and you can check them out in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives as well. All those tabs are at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Up next is a gentleman by the name of Rod Lucky Duckworth. It is called Schoolboy Crush on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
I'm just a schoolboy. When I told you that I loved you, it hurt so bad when you laughed at me. All I needed was to hug you, for you to take me seriously. But you said, just a schoolboy crush, and it's amusing. If it's a schoolboy crush, then why can't I lose it? It don't matter that you're gone, 'cause this feeling's still as strong. If it's a schoolboy crush, I'll be a schoolboy from now. I'm just a schoolboy. You said it's just infatuation, but to me it's the real thing. An inconvenient situation, it's breaking my heart. I'm feeling the pain, 'cause you said it's a schoolboy crush, and it's amusing. If it's a schoolboy crush, then why can't I lose it? It don't matter that you're gone, 'cause this feeling's just as strong. If it's a schoolboy crush, I'll be a schoolboy from now. You didn't think that I would wait forever to bring you back where you belong. I'm gonna end up a gray-haired old schoolboy just to prove you wrong. I got a schoolboy crush, and it's amusing. If it's a schoolboy crush, then why can't I lose it? It don't matter that you're gone, 'cause this feeling's just as strong. If it's a schoolboy crush, I'll be a schoolboy. If it's a schoolboy crush, just a schoolboy. I've got a schoolboy crush, and I'll be a schoolboy from now. I'm just a schoolboy. I got a schoolboy crush on you, baby. I'm just a schoolboy.
This is Nick Taylor, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
I close my eyes, but I know you're there. All the pain that I've had, all the sleepless nights that I've cried in the silence, I know you hear me cry. The world makes me weak, but you make me strong. And those nights that I lie there in pain, you hear me cry. You hear me cry. These scars, they'll fade. The pain, the suffering, the constant pain you'll take away. You'll heal me from this flesh and bone. The world makes me weak, but you make me strong. And those nights that I lie there in pain, you hear me cry. You hear me cry. I'll let these tears fall down my face, 'cause I know someday you'll wipe them away. I'll place my prayers in your sweet grace, 'cause one day I'll meet you there. The world makes me weak, but you make me strong. And those nights that I lie in pain, you hear me cry. You hear me cry. Lord, you hear me cry.
His name is Nick Taylor. That last name is Tayler. Nick Taylor Music on social media. That is a hit song right there. It is called You Can Hear Me Cry. And you can hear me and Nick's couple of interviews that we just recently did, our second one. They are both in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. And I've been playing some Ever Creek Union. That is Nick Taylor's band, and he's a pretty good vocalist for those folks as well. Absolutely. absolutely love playing him on the radio. From the Sunshine State of Florida, Nick Taylor, Tayler. This next young lady is Shiloh Woods, and her song is called Meant to Be. Right now playing live on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Said some things I wish I could take back, like I love yous and I want you back. When your friends start to feel like strangers, that for sale sign no longer hurts. So I pack my bags to find the real me. Out where the cowboys aren't so damn mean, where the road is straight and the air is clean. Sometimes you know you just know where you're meant to be. Nothing like staring in an empty room and voices in the wall singing sad, sad tunes. When your inner child has long left you, the world speaks too loud to hear God's truth. So I pack my bags to find the real me. Out where the cowboys aren't so damn mean, where the road is straight and the air is clean. Sometimes you know you just know where you're meant to be. Dusty horses and rusty railroads, leaning fences in this heart you broke. Yellow lines passing way too slow, they never really tell you where to go. So I pack my bags to find the real me. Out where the cowboys aren't so damn mean, where the road is straight and the air is clean. Sometimes you know you just know where you're meant to be. Where you're meant to be.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Are you tired of your journey? Are you tired of your burden? Come lay down. Hello, pridey girl, so far and so alone. It's time to come back home and lay down. There is no fear in the presence of his love. It's always been enough, come lay it down. There is no shame to stand against his grace. He knows all your ways, so lay it down. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost. For the sake of Jesus, his eyes are spread wide. Lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the eyes of Jesus. There you can abide. Yes, there you can abide. There is no toil to bring you back again, to make up for what you did, so lay it down. His yoke is easy and his burden light. Life at home with Jesus by your side, and lay it down. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost. For the sake of Jesus, his arms are spread wide. Lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt. For his love is greater than you know. tears, for his love is greater than you know. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt, for his love is greater than you know. Cast your worries and your fears to he who wipes away the tears, for his love is greater than you know. Lay it down at the cross, lay it down and count it lost, for the sake of Jesus, his arms are spread wide. And lay it down and count it done, lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Lay it down at the cross, lay it down and count it lost, for the sake of Jesus, his arms are spread wide. Lay it down and count it done, lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt, for his love is greater than you know. Cast your worries and your fears to he who wipes away the tears, for his love is greater than you know.
End of the week, turn it up, feel right.
Got your favorites and the ones you couldn't find.
Fresh from the heart, straight to your dial tonight. It's that Friday kind of shine. The Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday. Spinning all the best in indie country sound. Turn it loud, don't you go. Let the weekend start this way. New voices, new stories rolling into town. The Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday. Playing all the best in new indie country now.
Listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, the #1 indie country radio station in the world, according to Google.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music tonight, and I've got some great radio interviews in the program as well. One of our songwriters in the KICR Songwriter Showcase is with us tonight, James Applegate. How are you, my friend?
I am doing great.
Me too. Thanks for doing the program tonight. I've been looking forward to this one. You have listened to the show a bunch and are liking the music that we play, and now we get to play some that you wrote tonight.
And I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. I just so your listeners know, I messed up on the interview time, so you graciously are fitting me in during your nap time. So probably, if the listeners hear snoring,
yep,
that
right.
might be you.
Hey, I nap during this 3-hour show sometimes. No, it is the fastest 3 hours in radio, man. We have a good time over here, and we do the show live now on TikTok, and then we're also on YouTube and Facebook, and you come into Facebook especially, and acknowledge that you're listening to the program, and I sure appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yes, we love your show.
Thank you.
Love all the different artists you have. There are so many that should be really top 10 artists on mainstream radio.
Oh, I
They really
totally
should
agree
be.
with that. And, that's what radio really should be all about still, is the music, and that's what it is for me. I call it New Country's Best as our tagline, been using that for years, and I can definitely say that against your songs that you wrote, man, you got some good ones tonight.
Good. Well, that New Country's Worst didn't work out, right?
No, that really never took off, so I kind of dropped that.
Yeah, I would.
But,
I would.
I'll tell you one thing that's been really cool is getting on Google and getting recognized for doing what we do. And if you guys want to go to Google and leave us a great review, I would love that. It's KICR Indie Country Radio on Google. So got a lot of good 5-star reviews on there. I'd love to have one from y'all. But,
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, tell us how, you were from California, but you're now in Idaho, and we were talking and getting to know each other before we got recording here. What took you to Idaho from California?
I migrated north. I started in California
moved to Incline Village, which is up by Lake Tahoe, then to Reno, and now up here in Idaho. Just a great place to live.
Yeah.
If your listeners haven't been there, it is just a wonderful place with wonderful people.
Right.
You know, you talk about Texas and stuff, having gentlemen up here. Yeah, the guys open the doors for their ladies. It's just a different lifestyle up here than California, and I loved California.
Right.
So.
Well, I did too. I went to broadcasting school there for 4 years in San Diego, and we lived in Escondido. But, that was in the 90s, and the traffic was pretty bad then. I couldn't imagine what it's like now, seeing the 405. I've seen some 405 freeway shots, yeah. And so, yep. I used to work in Huntington Beach and Downey and Lakewood, California, all of that around Southern California. Mm-hmm.
Oh, beautiful areas. I was in more Central California.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I grew up.
Yep, nice.
And I grew up on a ranch / farm. We had cattle. We had fruit trees. We had gardens. I grew pumpkins, pumpkin patches, tomatoes for local restaurants and stuff. And
wow.
But I was not your typical cowboy. In the sense that I didn't wear a cowboy hat. I wore, if anybody knows, Hobie surf shorts.
Uh-huh.
I wore Nike Cortez tennis shoes while I worked the ranch. I never wore cowboy boots, nothing. So I was your California typical surfing kind of
right
ranch / farmer.
When I met my first wife, she was from Oklahoma, down there around Ada, where Blake Shelton's from, and she used to always call me a city slicker when I came to Oklahoma too. So.
Yeah.
But
well, I will say this. One of my jobs was to. I don't know if you have ever seen irrigation pipes where you have to fit them in, and you fit each pipe in, and then you walk all the way back and you turn it on.
Yeah.
That was my job, and I learned to perfect turning the water on, because if you turn it on too fast, the pipes would all pop, and you have to go back and redo it.
Yeah.
So I'd be out there in my shorts, no shirt, and getting that California tan while I worked. So no Carhartt, no cowboy hats, but I love country music.
Oh, man. So you're a great songwriter, and I want to talk about that. You know, what resonated with you to make you want to do something and start writing songs in the world of country music and putting them out there to the world?
Well, as you might know, I started with books.
Uh-huh.
I have 2 books. I have one that's a bestseller, and the other one is still just kind of getting out there. I've always loved music. Probably your listeners, a lot of them don't. Maybe they do. As a teenager, I used to mix. I'd had turntables and mixers, and I would mix. You would know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was famous for mixing rock and roll with pop, and just going from one song to the next, double playing them, and I loved writing, and so that's basically how I got into writing the books. I did very well in English. I went to a school. One of my classmates is a famous author who's written many books, Nicholas Sparks. I don't know if you know who he is.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he wrote The Notebook and other famous movies and stuff, but he wasn't my inspiration, but it's just ironic that, we did go to school together.
Yeah.
But music, I was the guy that listened to everything and anything, from Frank Sinatra to Tower of Power to Van Halen, AC. I mean, I listened to the whole spectrum. We grew up in my household. My dad was from Kentucky, listening to Hee Haw. So that's how I got into country music.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I was the same way. I love that show, and Garth Brooks kind of got his start on there. Even when he was doing country music, he went on that show, and Roy Clark was hosting it with Buck Owens. Roy Clark had a theater. Yeah. He had a theater here in Branson back in the day, and Glenn Campbell, Mickey Gilley, a lot of famous people here in Branson back in the day. But it's all kind of changed now. There's not too many big time celebrities. It's a lot of tribute shows and a lot of cover songs you hear in the programs here, but. They still got a lot of great shows, and I tell you what, though, none of it happens if it weren't for you songwriters, right?
That's kind of the thing that obviously I'm going to talk about with you is because I don't have a singing voice. So my 3 songs are on YouTube with me singing them, and I've had, over the past few years, I had people saying, I love that song, you should re-record it with somebody with a better voice. and so that's I had no option. I didn't know any singers or musicians that I could put together to do that again. And so AI was, I know that's the hot button word out there right now. You either despise it or you like it. But I think of, it is the venue for a new venue for songwriters to get their music done to where it's palatable, listenable, and like for me, my hope is somebody, I love Jason Aldean, Jamie Johnson. I would love to have one of them pick up one of my songs. That would be a dream.
Yep.
But you have to present it to them in a forum that's palatable to listen to.
Absolutely. I've got an artist, or a songwriter rather, Doc Arnett. He's in my showcase, and about 3 months ago, he wrote a song and he asked me, who of the independent artists that I play can I hear singing this? And I, as soon as I heard it, I said, that sounds like Terrence Hart to me from Canada, who I just interviewed not too long ago, and I love his sound. And sure enough, Terrence Hart took on one of his songs and cut it. Now it has circled back to my show, and I've played it 2 or 3 times so far.
Yeah, see, that's what it's about. That is, the songwriter, it's kind of like, you know who Don Schlitz is? He wrote, he wrote The Gambler and Forever and Ever, Amen. He just recently passed away. But I shouldn't say most, but a lot of your listeners, including myself, could walk down a street 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and a man with 20 number 1 hits, we wouldn't even recognize him as being somebody who did that, because the songwriter, I look at it this way, they always say the drummer is the backbone of the rhythm, and the bass player is the vital rhythmic foundation of every song. I look at the songwriter and I say the songwriter is like the mother. Not in a bad way, but the mother of the song is the person who gave birth to the song, and then the musicians and the singer, it's not that they get all the credit, but they are what make the song, the public appearance of the song, because you don't go to a concert and they say, here's Ron Johnson on bass, lead singer Sharon Curtis, banjo by Frank Adams, and this is James Applegate, who wrote the song, and you just stand on the stage. I'm the writer, but I don't play an instrument, I don't sing. Right. So.
And I've gone to many shows like that, and you probably have too. They'll have the full band on the stage, and they'll tell each one who they are. So and so is on drums, and he's on the steel guitar, and this and that. But it's the artist that is the headliner that you really are interested in most of the time, right?
Exactly, and certainly not the writer. It's rare that they'll mention the writer, because a lot of times they buy the song and they own it. Yeah. So, which I don't have a problem with. I mean, it's like with my books. If somebody wants to turn it into a movie, that would be awesome, because I'm not going to do it, because I'm not a producer, I'm not an editor, I'm not an actor.
Right. And so I've struggled with that too for a while now with the AI and what to do with it because it's growing and growing. And I knew that, this isn't going away. So I come up with this idea to do the KICR Songwriter Showcase and just showcase demo songs like yours. These three that we're going to play tonight are up for recording. If somebody wants to cut one of them, you would not have a problem with that. And then to put them on the radio, I started this thing called the Demo Listen Derby. So that's powered by Zeno FM. You can download that app absolutely free and search Demo Listen Derby, and you can hear over 900 demos on the radio around the clock right there in your car.
Exactly.
And you got three good ones playing on there too, my friend.
And I know that you hear it from other artists, and the ones that don't say it only haven't said it because they forgot to thank you.
You're welcome.
For you're like you make dreams come true. For some of us, like myself, just to hear my song being played and somebody in wherever, Branson, Missouri, or in Florida, to hear a song from a guy up in Idaho, even though I'm not singing it, and I say that over and over, I don't sing it, I don't play the instruments, but I wrote the music and I wrote the words.
Right.
And that is, it's a great feeling.
Well, you're welcome. And I'll tell you what, it has been a fun ride in the last 14 years that I just wrapped up last May of doing this program. And this month I picked up a brand new radio station and I'm sending them out shows now. And it's 89.9 KIC, and that is Kick Country up in Montreal, Canada. So I want to give them a big shout out. And you're going to go to now 14 radio stations, including mine, around the world tonight.
Awesome.
So,
that's so awesome.
Yep. Now, I want to talk about this because you being an author and writing books, that is a different process than writing music, I'm sure. How do you think of the hook and the melody maybe to put these things together, or do you just let that kind of flow? And do you have to do different prompts to make that happen as well?
Okay, my wife said, when you do the interview, don't say
Unless you can hum real good.
Yeah. It's a tough one because all of a sudden now I have a lot of other songs that I've written that I haven't done anything with. There is another one that's called 2 AM Beauty Queen that's on YouTube, and most of it's got a video and everything. My whole family's in it, but like I said, it's not radio quality, and but it's a fun song, fun video. It just comes from an inspiration of the music just comes to me, and then the words are obviously the hard part.
Right.
But putting the words down, but it's a lot easier than a book because a book can take years.
Okay, that's good to know. See, and I've talked to a lot of artists that write songs, and they'll tell you some of the best songs they've ever done happen in less than an hour, maybe 10, 15 minutes, something like that.
That's not me.
That's not you. Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, one of the songs you're going to play, I did. It was very easy because I had this melody and I was singing words, and then I go, literally, you learn to sleep with a notepad next to on your nightstand. And I think I've heard other writers say that, because an idea will come to you in the middle of the night, a song, something good to put in a book, and so you got to get up and write it down, because if you don't, you wake up the next morning and you go, hey, I had a great idea, but now I don't remember it.
Right, exactly. You're answering those questions that I've asked a lot of times, because creative minds really even don't get a lot of sleep. You're always thinking of something, and things happen in life, that, a road sign along the side of the road or something in your travels, sparks the idea for a song, even if it just starts out as the title of something, right?
Yeah, I would say that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I love people. I love being around people, but I am a rare breed that I also love my alone time. I have no problem being in the forest for 4 or 5, 6 days in an RV, but not in a campground, but on a back road, logging road, and being alone. I love my alone time.
Oh man, yeah, we all love that, and I'll tell you what, that is some good inspiration for writing songs too. When you have that time, and I ask artists all the time too that write their own material. You know, how do you find that time? A lot of them are still working full time, and they're doing gigs on the weekends and things like that. You know, and it's interesting what you hear, all kind of different stories like that.
Oh yeah, I still I do stocks. We have an antique venue that we do antiques and collectibles. I do cars. My wife has a assisted living business that she does. We had a storage facility that we sold, and we're out of that. But we are constantly working. And like you probably get up super early. I get up super early for the stock market. You know,
I'm up all hours of the night. I work a night shift too on the side. So yep.
Yep.
You can reach me at 3 or 4 in the morning, and I'll reply.
That's kind of not that late, but we're up till 11 most nights, and then I get up at 4:30, not on a regular basis, but you know, like right now, the stock market is so all over the place that I'm not that type of guy that likes it when it's so all over the place. I like a little bit more steady stock market, so
right.
I haven't been getting up and doing much trading, but I do day trading, but I also do long-term holds. But yeah, it gets lonely though, because you know I'm in my office.
Right. Life has its ups and downs. So's that stock market, doesn't it?
Yep. It's not for the weak.
Right. Well, your wife and a friend of hers was in a cool parade in the town that you live in. I'm looking at that right now on your Facebook.
Oh.
The Bayview Parade. You live in Bayview, Idaho. And what is that white car they're driving?
That's my 66. It's a Ford Galaxy 500 convertible.
I love it. And you call her and her friend. They have lunch about once a week. Your wife's name is Kelly, by the way. I love that name. And so her and her friend have lunch about once a week, and they get together, and you guys call them Thelma and Louise when they get together.
Well, they don't get together that often, but we're neighbors.
Okay.
So sometimes we see each other every other day. Sometimes a week will go by and we don't see each other. We live in on a lake, and we live out on a place called Cape Horn. So if you come into Bayview, you take the windy little road that skirts the mountainside, and where I am parked right now, actually I'm parked up on a road called Cherokee, because our phone reception is spotty. And I didn't want to lose you, so I'm sitting in my truck right now up on the hill looking over the lake.
Okay, awesome. I want to give a shout out to Pam Blake. Her and her boyfriend Andrew, they're also songwriters in the KICR Songwriters Showcase and getting played on the Demo Listen Derby. And they also are from Idaho, so they're listening tonight. And I'm not sure where she's from in Idaho. She'll probably tell us in the chat room a little bit later on. But yeah, they're out there too. So.
Awesome. Yeah. I wonder what part. It'll be curious because there's a good chance, like I said, that's how I messed up with you.
Yeah.
I live in a different time zone than most Idaho people live in because I'm up in the Panhandle.
Yep.
So.
Well, it's sure great to have you on the program tonight. Your first song we're going to talk about, interesting title, Hot Days and Harleys. Tell us about this one.
Well, both my wife and I was always a dirt biker, and then I met my wife. She was a Harley rider, and she ran a Harley riding ministry in California, dealing with a lot of the people just that like to ride, but a lot of them were recovering alcoholics. They were gang members with the Hells Angels and the different groups, and my sister, my eldest sister, rode with them. She was a chase vehicle, and her husband rode with the group, and they kept saying, oh, you got to meet this gal, you got to meet this gal. And so that's where I met Kelly, and we became avid Harley riders, and, you know, you kind of start living that lifestyle like a lot of people who listen to country music, wear cowboy hats and cowboy boots. We were wearing, you know, the Harley shirts and, the Harley vests and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And you and I were talking earlier about my wife being the deer slayer. She hit a deer at 60 miles an hour on her first Harley. And luckily she survived without, any major problems. But anyway, that song came about riding with the Harley guys. I thought, I'm gonna write a Harley song. And originally it was called Harley Man, but if you go on the internet, I think there's probably, close to, 200 songs with the name Harley Man.
Yeah.
So that's why I changed it to Hot Days and Harleys.
Well, my best friend is a Harley man. He bought a brand new one, and he lived with us for a time, and so he had his parked here, and I never rode on it, but he loves to do it, and he's in a biker, you won't say gang, but a biker group that are all former law enforcement officers, because he was a game warden down in Oklahoma for a time, and so they have a biker group, too, and they're all former law enforcement people, and he hangs out with them, and they ride 300-400 miles every weekend.
Yeah. In California, it's tough because, we were bikers, we wear a helmet, we wear full leathers, and it was so hot in the summertime that it was hard for me. I preferred being up in the Sierras and on my, my dirt bike. That's my preference. And we just sold, I don't know if you knew or saw, we just sold our last Harley, and we're converting over to dirt bikes.
Okay. Awesome.
It's safer up here in Idaho.
Yep, absolutely. Well, there you go. Man, that's fun, too. They down in Oklahoma, when I lived down there, they used to have these big chat piles, and people would go up to the tops of those on dirt bikes and back down. That looked like a lot of fun.
Oh, I love it, especially when you're out in the wilderness and you're not around a lot of other people.
Right.
Up here, riding a Harley, we have potholes that you can swim in, so that's, it can get, and then the deer.
Right.
The deer, yeah.
Watch those deer. Well, we're going to play Hot Days and Harleys and see what you guys think of this demo from James Applegate. Then we'll come back and talk about 12 Steps Closer and Who I Be when we return on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Days and Harleys, got my throttle down, feet up off the ground, leather frame smacking vans, and ham crunting modified bolt and fair to seat you roaring up under me. Sharpeners, hold on, dirt and curves, give me some 6 gears, chrome flash, next spears, road rash, all part of a Harley man. You don't ride, you don't understand. I am a Harley man, tearing up the pavement all across this land. Got nowhere to be, never no plan. Wind in my head, throttle in my hand. If I have to explain, you don't understand the life I'm living. I'm a Harley man, a legacy of a biker man. A Harley man, a Harley man. Hard days and Harleys, horsepower, control it and tie. US made right, combustion and steel, talking to speak the thrill, give me some room. Shine rims, verted fork, V-twin hellish torque, lower down, curtain ride, Sturgis bound on a knit that glide. Whatever the ride, you understand. You live to ride, you're a Harley man. I am a Harley man, tearing up the pavement all across this land. Got nowhere to be, never no plan. Wind in my head, throttle in my hand. If I have to explain, you don't understand the life I'm living. I'm a Harley man. Harley man, that's who I am. Riding as fast as my angels can. Devil at my back, don't give him a damn. A run cowboy with a twin cam. If I have to explain, you don't understand the life I'm living. I'm a biker man, legacy of a Harley man. Hard Harley man, hard Harley man. Hard Harley man, hard Harley man. ride to some better than you. Iron pony love roving in their blood. Testosterone meets hormones. Rose tats meet crossbones. Club vest brotherhood. Lone wolf all's good. Cause a biker on a trike. It really don't matter which. Some are just fine bred and big.
His name is James Applegate. That is called Hot Days and Harleys. Great song, and I'm glad your wife's okay, too. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? I hope everything's good, and thank you for letting James do this tonight. It's been awesome so far. So far. Good to have you on. Well, we got 2 more songs to play. That first one was great, and I've listened to these demos of yours. You just sent 3. You know, some of these songwriters, they're a different breed, I'm telling you. They'll warm you up with 3 songs, and then I had one guy, after I took his 3 songs on, he sent 47 in one email for the next batch. The next batch.
I don't have that.
So, well, you'll get there. You'll get there. Keep going.
I have like 6 songs on paper, but
yep.
And then, like I said, I have the 2 AM Beauty Queen, which hasn't been redone, so you get to hear the raw.
Well, and just recently you made the featured songwriter of the week in the Demo Listen Derby and from the showcase. And so what I'm doing with that is every Sunday to Sunday, I'm switching that up and putting somebody else in there to give you a whole week of your player being on the Demo Listen Derby and just you by yourself. And that way people can really get into your demos and dig in there and find out what you've got available to record.
And it's appreciated because I am your guy that is... not typical. I don't have a TikTok. I don't have Instagram. I have Facebook, and I don't have a buddy or a friend or a sister or a child who has the time or energy to promote anything. So basically, anything that you do is what's being done with this song, or anyone else who chooses to play it. It's that, I don't have, I love so many of your artists. I do, and I let them know from time to time. I just go, that's a great song. But I'm not the guy that's out there, asking for votes or anything like that on different charts or whatever. So anything that happens, I look at it this way. If it happens, then it's a God thing.
Right.
It was meant to be,
That's exactly why I did it, was to bring you guys together as a songwriter and an artist. And some of the artists I interview are both, but they, they might get writer's block from time to time, and they might hear one of these great demos and think, man, I'd sure like to record that song. Or if you hear somebody's voice, like Terrence Hart that Doc Arnett, wanted me to find for him. If you hear somebody's voice like that on my program, feel free to reach out to me and I'll hook you guys up. Most of the time I have not only their email, but their phone number if they've been on this program. I keep those too, so we'll get you guys together.
That sounds great to me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let's talk about 12 Steps Closer and Who I Be. The next 2 we'll play for you tonight.
Well, Who I Be, I'll just say, is basically, I actually wrote that song many years ago, and it was a country rap. It was more rap. I did it, but I didn't rap, but it was. It feels like a rap. It's kind of that feel, and it's just a fun song. And if you ever go on YouTube and look at the video, that's my wife and I in the video, and my voice.
Yep.
You'll like this. You'll like the AI version better, I think. But now, 12 Steps Closer is a very, I would like people to go on YouTube and watch that video because it was semi-professionally done, and it is something that's, we all have addictions, whether it be watching football or, gambling or drinking. but I've known a lot of people in my life that were heavy drinkers, and I never really any drug addicts that were close friends, but a lot of heavy drinkers, and I see what it can do to a life. I see what it, I have nothing against responsible drinking of alcohol, but I think so many people just don't know when to stop.
Yeah.
And it can cause problems. And that's what that song's about. Of course, the 12-step program, or any good program that you can go through.
Yep.
And so that song has some deep meaning to it.
That is awesome. The people that I talked to, and you included tonight, are the ones that make this music because they want to help other folks. And that sounds like you, too. And I'd love to read one of your books. In fact, I think you sent me one here a while back. I got to dig into it and get started reading that. But, yeah, you're awesome, man. Thank you for doing what you do in the world of music, too, and helping these folks.
Well, not trying to be... over the top, but it is people like you who can see that there is, I'm not going to diss any artist, but there are. One of my favorite songs of all time, country songs, is "You Should Have Seen It in Color" by Jamie Johnson, and it's excellent. But I've also heard some of his other songs played on the radio, and I go, that is not radio quality, and that's not a diss against one of my favorite. One-hit wonder artist is in my eyes. He has other good songs, but they get played because they got played and they have a music contract or whatever. I listen to some of your artists, and I don't want to name any of them because then I'll leave somebody out and I'll offend them. But you have played people on there that are on my personal playlist that I listen to, and I have had people go, "Oh, I've never heard that song," and I go, "Yeah, you won't."
Yeah.
And unless you listen to some of these other stations.
Yep.
And thank God you and others do that. You give these people a chance to be heard.
Well, you are very welcome, and it's been a fun ride for the last 14 years of doing it, and talking to people like you, and you thanking me like you've done tonight, it keeps me going, and I want to do it even more. So I'm sure glad we connected.
Yeah, well, I am too.
Thank you, James, for being on the program tonight. And you said you do Facebook and you have YouTube, so is James Applegate on YouTube, I guess?
It's the old songs. It's Facebook. I'm that primitive, I'm on Facebook, James Applegate. Yeah. And I would love to have anybody who, has the passion like I do. You're welcome to friend me. I would love to have that. I would love to hear your music. You know what? If you were to talk to my kids would tell you there are artists that I played, and they go, "Oh, you used to play that song," and I go, "Yeah," and 6 years later, it's a #1 hit because the person made it. I don't know if you watch America's Got Talent or whatever.
You bet.
I watched it. Yeah, I watched it last night with my daughter and that guy from Georgia, the country Georgia.
Yep.
I've been listening to his music for the last year and a half.
Okay.
And he's just got on American Idol, and it's like, I know that guy. I've seen his face, and he's a talented guy.
Yep.
But sometimes that's what it takes, and takes years.
Yeah, absolutely. I interviewed Chapel Hart, the three ladies that made it big on America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Now they've kind of went their own way. Danica Hart has gone solo, and the other two are getting ready to be on my show. They're called Magnolia Rising, so I look forward to interviewing them too. But I interviewed them about a year and a half before they went on America's Got Talent.
I remember them. It's not a show I watch religiously, but I watch it when, now that my daughter's living with us for a while. That's Wednesday night. The last 3 Wednesday nights we've been watching, the show.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, and we're going to see Hannah Harper next month that just won American Idol. She's the first female country artist to do that since Carrie Underwood did it 25 years ago. Isn't that crazy? Or 21, I'm sorry, 21 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Still, that's a long time.
It's a long time, yeah. So Carrie Underwood's been doing it for a while, too, and So, yeah, and, we just lost his family and him, Brett, I can't remember his last name, but wrote Jesus Take the Wheel, in that terrible plane crash.
Right.
And he was a well-known songwriter as well.
Yeah, I will make it about me for just a minute, and because that is my dream, not to be necessarily famous or anything, but to have a song that impacts more than just a few listeners. That is a dream. I would love to have somebody take a song and just turn it into something really special. And I know that there are songs on there that you play that are radio ready, and there's others that I go, just like me, if somebody took a hold of the words are just phenomenal.
Uh-huh.
And so that's what it takes. Some of these songs that are on the radio now, more so on pop and stuff, there is nothing to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the reason for these interviews, and I call them the stories behind the songs. When you get all these song titles like I get, and then you really dig in and ask the artist what this is about, I mean, you hear some wild stories, and it's just amazing that what I've heard in the last 14 years. And I know there's some little 8 or 9-year-old right now honing their craft, learning how to play and sing, and they're writing songs. And if I stay in long enough, they're going to be on this program, and that has already happened many times too. So.
What is the youngest one you've had?
I have had as young as 10 years old as 87. The 87-year-old this year is William Lee Golden, the guy with the beard from the Oak Ridge Boys, has been on here a couple of times.
And, I did not know. I honestly did not know. And I've seen the Oak Ridge Brothers. That more than any other band. I've seen them, I think, 8 or 9 times because they used to come to the California State Fair every year.
Yep. They played a couple of times a week here in Branson back in 2023, and he comped me tickets for my birthday, and we got to go see him front row. I mean, we were 5 rows back, center stage, and just a great show. And then Brooklyn Summer is the young 10-year-old. She's in Nashville, Tennessee now, but she was from California, and she's dabbled in some acting too, her and her brother both. She sent me this little guitar, and she signed it, and it hangs on my boom mic that I'm using right now, and it's been on there ever since we did the interview almost 5 years ago now.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
They definitely
read my book sometime. You got to read my book sometime.
Absolutely,
and,
I got to get into it. Mm-hmm.
And throw it on the shelf behind you.
It's over here on my trophy case as we speak, man.
Okay. There you go.
I dust them off every now and then. I sure do.
There you go.
Thank you for being on the program tonight, James. This has been fun.
Brother, you are the best.
Well, thank you. You too. Anytime you want to come back and talk some more, please do. And you got my number now, and I've got yours, and we'll stay in touch for sure.
You bet. And hello to all those great artists, and you know who they are. They know who they are because I've sent them text messages saying, "Awesome job."
That's
whatever.
Awesome. Appreciate you. You can find James Applegate, his player, on the KICR Songwriter Showcase. Click that tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and download the Demo Listen Derby powered by Zeno FM. It's totally free, and you'll hear him on there as well. 12 Steps Closer, and Who I Be is coming up next on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
My father was a drinker, his father too. I guess it's in my blood, 'cause I did my drinking too.
It took hold of me at an early age, filled me with anger and rage. And like an old country song, I was losing everything. Alcohol replaced anything with meaning.
Lost my job and my home, my loving wife, until all I had left was the wreck of a life.
When you stumble and fall to this kind of low, got 40 proof reasons that it's time to go.
Got my 12-step on, got me some help, got my 12-step on, and I did it for myself. I'm thanking God and my mentor for setting me free. I'm 12 steps closer to who I want to be.
The shadows will always loom not far behind. Got my 12-step on, I'm gonna be fine. I was a good loving wife, or so it seemed. Took the first big step, said devil be gone. Got me some help, got my 12-step on.
I'm thanking God and my mentor for setting me free. I'm 12 steps closer to who I want to be.
It's been 3 years, 2 months, and 17 days since my very last drink in my drunken ways.
Met a drinking man the other day, drinking his life away.
Like an old country song, he was losing everything.
Take my hand, but do it for yourself.
Leave temptation on that dead-end shelf. Let the devil go, hold on and die. Get your 12-step on and you'll make it by and by.
We're thanking God and our mentors for setting us free. We're 12 steps closer to who we want to be.
You keep your 12-step on and you're gonna be fine. Keep your 12-step on and you're gonna be fine.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
I'm country bred and country grown, back as big as a billboard, beef fed and big bone, built tough like my Ford. My hands are callous, rough and tan, mended bones and no scars. I say yes sir, yes ma'am, no matter who you are. I've been asking now walking, are you the real deal? They listen how I'm talking, say this boy's for real. I'm not trying or implying that I'm some novelty, that kind of bull ain't flying. I'm just simply country.
I'm country, simply country.
And that's who I be. I'm the man behind the buckle, standing tall in my llamas. Got scars across my knuckles, yeah, they ran to their mamas. I'm the man beneath the hat, country boots to brim, got a PBR tat and a Bronco busted chin. Genealogy, integrity, support my credibility. Don't go comparing me to some backwoods hillbilly. I'm country,
Simply country, and that's who I be.
I got dirt beneath my nails, working 7 out of 7, herding cattle, stacking bales, thanking God up in heaven. Never turn my back, no chicken, raised up on country pride. Talk back, got a licking, and never questioned why.
My rifle's for tracking, not for any kind of tussle. Yet I'm always packing USDA grade muscle. Never fight, just to fight. Like life a whole lot calmer, I'll turn day into night if you mess with my honor.
I'm country, simply country. And that's who I be. I'm the man behind the buckle, standing tall in my llamas. Got scars across my knuckles, yeah, they ran to their mamas. I'm the man beneath the hat, country boots to brim, got a PBR tat and a Bronco busted chin. Genealogy, integrity, support my credibility. Don't go compare me to some backwoods hillbilly. I'm country,
Simply country, and that's who I be.
got a gal who knows her place, and her place is with me. Ain't no chauvinistic case, she loves me and who I be. I treat her like a queen, give her all she desires. She's my little country dream, burning up like a bonfire. Genealogy, biology, looking all good at me. Don't go looking, you see, she belongs to me.
She's country, that's who she be.
She's the gal behind the denim, standing tall on her own. The look she's gonna get 'em, she's country to the bone. She's a girl
who she be. We're country, simply country, and that's who we be.
Those are three great demo songs from James Applegate. His music player is on the KICR Songwriter Showcase at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com, and those are playing 24/7 on the Demo Listen Derby. Now they are getting played tonight on this program. So thank you, James, for being on the program, and thank you for everything that you got going on, man. Music has connected everybody on this program, and what a powerful thing it is, and I'm glad you're in it. Appreciate it. And after this live show is over, that interview will end up in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab, once again, at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. We are well into hour number 3 of the show. Got lots more great country music on the way. This next artist is getting ready to make his Grand Ole Opry debut on November the 7th in Nashville, Tennessee at the Ryman Auditorium. I just saw an interview that he did with the TV station there. I've been playing him for a while, and he plays all over Broadway in Nashville. He's my good friend Trey Calloway. His latest single is called Slide. Let's slide into hour number 3 right now on KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
I've got my roses and my thorns. I've got my halo and my horns. Lived in the dark and I've seen the light. I walk between the black and white. I'm hellfire mixed with holy water, a blue sky hurricane. If you can't have one without the other, do you still want all of me? What if I fall and I can't fly? I'm not what your heart had in mind. When I go to sleep, out of that dress, into my bed, right by my side, baby, slide. What if I fall and I can't fly? I'm not what your heart had in mind. For what it's worth, you know I'll try. So if I slip, could you let it slide? I'm not what your heart had in mind. For what it's worth, you know I'll try. So if I slip, could you let it slide? Your hand in mine, never let it leave. Into my dreams when I go to sleep. Out of that dress, into my bed, right by my side. Never let it leave into my dreams when
hour of The Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Roses and Weeds. Check out Roses and Weeds on the sponsors tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and at rosesandweeds.com.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs. There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Turn down the lights in this room. Baby, come and kiss me. We got nothing to lose. Reckless desire builds up the fire. Hard and strong. We're all alone. Turn off your phone. Leave your loving on.
The touch of your hand on my skin burns like an ember from deep within. I've got the urge to quench my thirst and my soul. The troubles you hold, just let them fall, but leave your loving on. I think it's time your heart and mine tear down these walls we hide behind. Better let's go back when you first kissed me like that. We made love all night long. Just close your eyes, lay right there. Surrender to these tender moments that we share.
Listen to my song, ain't nothing wrong when you leave your loving on. Right where we belong, ambition's gone.
Nothing but loving on.
Taryn Keeley is the female. Caleb Moses is the male vocalist there. Together they make up Roses and Weeds. That is called Leave Your Lovin' On, and they will be my special guest 1 week from tonight on another New Music Friday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. I look forward to catching up with them. They are awesome. They are from Paris, Texas, and we'll talk about that Texas country music scene and everything that they've got going on in the world of country music. In the meantime, go follow Roses and Weeds, and that's exactly what they've got on their logo, red roses and some weeds thrown in there on social media. You'll absolutely love their music and our interview next week. So be sure to tune in for that one. It's going to be fun. Ron St. Germain from Michigan is up next. He was recently a guest on the Tim Kelly Show, and his song right now that we're going to play tonight is called Country Style from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
It ain't all about them pickup trucks. It ain't all about a string of bad luck. It ain't all about breaking down. It ain't all about breaking up. It's pulling together, and how we get along and being country strong. So show me how you ride and show me how you roll and show me how you dance to the rhythm of R&B and soul, and show me how you headbang. Oh, show me how you play the blues. And when you're ready for a good time, come hang with me a while, and I'll show you country style. It ain't all about them cowboy boots. It ain't all about having southern roots. It ain't all a redneck attitude. It ain't all about slamming brews. It's pulling together, and how we get along and being country strong. So show me how you ride and show me how you roll and show me how you dance to the rhythm of R&B and soul, and show me how you headbang. Ooh, show me how you play the blues. And when you're ready for a good time, come hang with me a while, and I'll show you country style. Oh, I'll show you country style. It ain't all about them broken vows. It ain't all about them one-horse towns. It ain't all about tractors and plows. It ain't always about the South. It's pulling together, and how we get along and being country strong. So show me how you ride and show me how you roll and show me how you dance to the rhythm of R&B and soul, and show me how you headbang. Ooh, show me how you play the blues. And when you're ready for a good time, come hang with me a while, and I'll show you country style. Oh, I'll show you country style. And when you're ready for a good time, come hang with me a while, and I'll show you country. Oh, you know, baby, I'll show you country style.
Tim Kelly, turn it on every Friday all night long. Fresh tracks rolling down your way. country all the way. The Tim Kelly Show.
New Music Friday, best new songs where the wild hearts play. Turn it up, let the good times stay. The Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday.
Tim Kelly's got your Friday sound. New indie country all around.
You never saw me run to the mailbox down the drive. Red ribbons tied to my hair with golden shine. To recognize your name on that envelope. I said this time, Mama, did Daddy write me a note? She said, no, baby, not this time. But Daddy loves you, and she pulled me to her side. Old enough to wonder, too damn young to understand. Mama knew the dad I wanted, and you'd never be that man. 'Cause a good dad is always there when you need him most. A good dad is in the flesh and not some ghost. Should never have to ask for the love that I deserve. He'd be someone I can trust, a man of his word. She knew that was something I never had. You've always been a goodbye dad. $10 later and you pulled up in your Corvette. Told me all about it, but you didn't know me yet. Like talking to a stranger I may never see again. Mama held my hand and you took off with the wind. Yeah, a good dad is always there when you need him most. A good dad is in the flesh and not some ghost. Never have to ask for the love that I deserve. Be someone I can trust, a man of his word. She knew that was something I never have. You've always been a goodbye dad. Goodbye dad. As I stand here today at the foot of your grave, still the only thing we share is the same last name. You had your chance to fill this void in me, but the dad I need is something you'll never be. 'Cause a good dad is always there when you need him most. A good dad is in the flesh and not some ghost. You never have to ask for the love that I deserve. Be someone I can trust, a man of his word. Mama always knew there was something I never had. You've always been a goodbye dad. So this is goodbye dad. Yeah, this is goodbye dad.
Her name is Mallory Everett. I love her voice. She's got some great vocals and a great lyric song as well. That is called Goodbye Dad, Mallory Everett. Go check her out on social media. Give her a like and a follow as well. These next two artists are both good friends of mine. They have been special guests on the Tim Kelly Show many times. In 2016, we got to actually meet Dennis Ledbetter and hang out with him at the world-famous Wild Horse Saloon in Nashville, Tennessee. And I recently wrapped up another great radio interview with my good friend Lee Sims. Here they are together, Dennis Ledbetter and Lee Sims, in a great tune called I Don't Drink Anymore. And of course, I don't drink any less either on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Low sugar, less rollerblades, climbing stairs, personal trainer everywhere. Everybody pushing me to join the craze. Hell, I'm already fighting how I was raised. I don't drink anymore. I try to conform to the new society. I don't drink anymore. I try to ignore the rowdy old boy in me. Let me say my style is a bit too wild. I guess I have to confess, I don't drink anymore. I just don't drink any less. Black coffee, cigarettes. I haven't even had my breakfast yet. Red-eye gravy and country ham. What I am is what I am. Don't try to tell me how I should live. I've already given all I can give. I don't drink anymore. I try to conform to the new society. I don't drink anymore. I try to ignore the rowdy old boy in me. If you say my style is a bit too wild, I guess I have to confess, I don't drink anymore. I just don't drink any less. I don't drink anymore. I try to conform to the new society. I don't drink anymore. I try to ignore the rowdy old boy in me. If you say my style is a bit too wild, I guess I have to confess, I don't drink anymore. I just don't drink any less. I don't drink anymore. I don't drink anymore. I don't drink anymore. I just don't drink any less.
This is Troy Cross, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday, live from Branson, Missouri, on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Just a boy waiting to be a man, making my own money any way that I can. Picking up soda bottles for a dime, trapped and shoved in, will sell a dozen a time. Making $1 as a young boy, working for your own brought plenty of joy. Running my traps every day in the creek, not a shirt on my back and wading bare feet. Never had much when I was growing up. I was taught to work and not rely on luck. Always had a knack for making $1. Times are hard down in the holler. I got a whole $1 for planting the corn, made some picking up sticks after a storm. Saving my money, but what should I buy? Maybe those new mental tracks that caught my eye. Never had much when I was growing up. I was taught to work and not rely on luck. Always had a knack for making $1. Times are hard down in the holler. I often think back to those days gone by and the folks I crossed paths with in my life. So many left a mark I'll never forget. They're the only debt that I'll never regret. Never had much when I was growing up. I was taught to work and not rely on luck. I always had a knack for making $1. Times are hard down in the holler. Never had much when I was growing up. I was taught to work and not rely on luck. I always had a knack for making
Times are hard down in the holler.
His name is Troy Cross. Thank you, Troy, for that fantastic radio liner that you did for me. All of them for every show. I appreciate that. That is one of his latest singles out to radio. It is called Making a Dollar. You can hear the story behind that song and two others that I played in a recent interview that we just wrapped up on The Tim Kelly Show. It is in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. While you're on that website, check out ICTV. That stands for Indie Country Television. I've got some great indie country videos rather playing over there 24/7. And Tracy Inman, this next artist, has one. It is called She Ain't You. Check out the video to it and check out the song right now on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
She cooks a good meal and she makes me feel like I'm the only man in her life. She dresses up fine. She likes a good wine. She'd like for me to make her my wife. I've lived this life for so long now. The thing I realize is just how she ain't you. She likes my dog, and she likes to haul all the covers when we go to bed. She sings real loud, except when in a crowd. She forgets the many words that I've said. I don't understand what's in my mind. She'll be in love, happy all the time. She ain't you. And I know deep in my heart she'll never be. Why can't I escape these memories? And I know all the hell I put her through. She thinks I love her, but tell you the truth, she ain't you. It's sad it's over. You love another. Can't let myself ever let you go. It's been good to see you, though it's hurt me too. She's in the car ready to go. I finally opened up my eyes. Tonight has made me realize she ain't you. I know deep in my heart she'll never be. Why can't I escape these memories? And I know all the hell I put her through. She thinks I love her, but tell you the truth, she ain't you. She ain't you. Nah, she ain't you. She ain't you. She ain't you.
Your weekend ride, fresh tracks rolling in tonight. Turn it up, don't miss a song. This is where the new ones belong. It's the Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday. The best in indie country, every Friday all day. Crank up the future of the sounds you love on the Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday. Yeah, the Tim Kelly Show, New Music Friday.
I'll say that it was the moonshine, or those shots of Patron, maybe some old country band that started playing our song. so drunk I couldn't think half straight. See, I didn't know right from wrong. They wouldn't care either way. I'll come up with every excuse to make them think I'm over you. 'Cause the buzz made me miss him for you in my head. 'Cause I wasn't even thinking. Call it what it was, just something. Blame it on the bottle, 'cause it's a hard pill to swallow. So I shrug it off, try to play it cool. But I wasn't even drinking. Just got to thinking about. I just had a feeling, couldn't help call you up, talk to you, but I'm just drunk, but I still love you. And I wasn't even drinking. Call it what it was, just want something. Blame it on the bottle, 'cause it's a hard pill to swallow. So shrug it off, try to play it cool. But I wasn't even drinking. Just got to thinking about. No, I wasn't even drinking. Just got to thinking about you. I lie awake in bed at night and let a love song hold me tight. I hold my pillow to my heart, and when it gets to the tender part, the radio is never far away, keeps me company every night and day. That's why I'm in love with the radio. I'm in love with the radio, 'cause it reaches to my very soul. I'm in love with the radio. I hear the song that I love best. DJ's playing my request, spinning all my favorite songs. They keep me smiling all day long. There's music everywhere I go, 'cause everywhere I go there's a radio. That's why I'm in love with the radio. I'm in love with the radio, 'cause it reaches to my very soul. I'm in love with the radio. In the morning when I wake, oh, what a difference music makes. I'll never have to spend the day alone. And that's why I'm in love with the radio. I'm in love with the radio.
listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Some kind of higher power brought you here to me. There ain't no other way to explain this mystery. I was stumbling and wandering through life when you walked in, and I started wondering if maybe you were meant for me. I said my prayers up high, I guess God heard all those. Every day I call you mine, ain't heaven but it sure comes close. I was all kinds of lost, you brought my heart back home. No one could have saved my soul but you and the Holy Ghost. The way you say it all without a single word, making all of my walls fall crumbling in the dirt. Your patience, forgiveness, love with no conditions. I'm quick to admit it's a whole lot more than I deserve. I send my prayers up high, I guess God heard all those. Every day I call you mine, ain't heaven but it sure comes close. I was all kinds of lost, you brought my heart back home. No one could have saved my soul but you and the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost. Some kind of higher power brought you here to me, and I thank the good Lord every time I hit my knees. I send my prayers up high, I guess God heard all those. Every day I call you mine, ain't heaven but it sure comes close. I was all kinds of lost, you brought my heart back home. No one could have saved my soul but you and the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost.
His name is Cooper Allen. By request, we'll send that out to DJ Chris, listening to us live on TikTok, and one of his latest singles out to radio. It is called Holy Ghost, Cooper Allen. And before that, Jolie and Kalisha Lauren, both great country music artists from Canada, and love their stuff as well. That's going to do it for this week's edition of New Music Friday on the Tim Kelly Show. I want to thank my special guest, Ed Earl, and James Applegate, one of the songwriters from the KICR Songwriter Showcase, for being on the show tonight. Join me again next week on Thursday and Friday nights. Both times start at 7 p.m. Central Time. And the Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on social media, and we will like you right back. Until next week, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. rock and roll.